Glory to God, Nyashinsky, Ale on Baze Radio to see all the KE. If you're tuning in right now, welcome to Kenya's #1 online radio station. Just to inform you, one and only super artist, amazing artist. Ochiko, yuko ndani ya nyumba exclusive on Baze Radio to see all the KE. Ochiko.
Yes, sir.
You started music at a younger age.
Manze.
What was inspiration?
Mostly this thing started in church. Grew up in a musical family. Mimi mtoto wa pasi. So a lot of it started in church. There's a lot of influence from back there. You're the only space that tungeza kuji express. I did a lot of poetry back in the day. Ika grew into now songwriting, and then now the music just started coming pole pole. Yeah, that's how it all started.
Do you have some of your biggest musical influence artists?
Yeah. Back then or right now? Back then I had Mali music from the States, Sauti Sol obviously from here. I was so in love with Vanessa Mdee. Kai.
Oh.
Kai.
Atieno, saidia boy child.
Hey. And then I found Avril so good at selling that artist persona back then. So that was something like not necessarily like the music, but just the way she carried her brand. That I found that very inspirational, like being that person that every guy wants to be around, every girl wants to look like. And yeah, I found that so cool. So yeah, wanted to be like those guys. Yeah.
I've tried to listen to your music. You sound, with some Afrobeat vibe, hip hop, R&B. How do you develop all this style?
I guess just not being settled. I constantly keep on jumping on any beat that I can get, really, so that I can create muscle ya kuweza kuandika. I wouldn't want to find myself in a room with, I don't know, Octo, and I can't write on a hip hop verse, or I found myself on a track with an Ohangla artist and I can't do anything on it, So it started as building muscle, then ikageuka to something that I do, just very versatile sound. Yeah.
So you knew. Hey, man, I feel like I'm just reliving this moment again. Now your new EP, Salt and Water, right? I'm a kiddo. I'm a mtu mwenye ajui. Why did you name it Salt and Water?
So project iliandikwa at a very difficult time, and it felt like I needed something that I can listen to nikiwa nimetoka out of the pits. So it was a very depressive phase, like gloomy days when you're staying in bed the whole day, you're not doing anything, So I wanted something that could flavor my life, or something that I could listen to when I'm out of that space. Kitu iko na color, and then something that just refreshes, flourishes and quenches me. And niliandika tu hiyo mziki in that very difficult period. And I didn't initially want to call it Salt and Water. It had a very lovey-dovey name, but it didn't make sense with the season that I was in.
Yeah. So what was the lovey-dovey name?
I'm not even sure. I can't remember.
Mapenzi sumu.
Something,
Hey, boy child Nairobi. Wanapitia mingi sana. We're coming back with more in the next few, but for now, it's Ochiko featuring Jirai. I choose you. Exclusive on Baze Radio. Zimo Moto by Vivian KE. We know very well Vivian, she's expecting a newborn na yuko pale Amerika. Ochiko anasema hii sauti ni ya nani? Huyu ni nani huyu?
Sauti tamu sana. She sounds so good.
How can you tell someone is talented with vocals as an artist?
Dynamics za hizo vocals, vibrato control, runs, riffs, breath control. Yeah, hizo ndio zina you could have like nice tone, but now everything else is off. Everything else is off.
Ukiangalia hivyo vocals Atieno anaibanga hapo kwa bafu hapo ni bebe.
Let me tell you fun fact.
Hizo vocals kweli ama ni?
Acha nikushow.
Ili sauti ya kutoa.
Acha nikushow. Me and Stacy go way back.
Alikuwa ananipea story early on.
Tumejuana so I've heard her sing like for a while.
I was a singer like sijui acha nikwambie
ulikuwa unaimba Jia Sweetie.
Ngoja radio ikikata kujipa. What I know is that I'm talented. Utaniona pale itado nipate archives nikiko acrobat or mimi backup singer msi like niko talented mbaya.
So her sing, so her dance. Yeah. Very talented.
And you also
girl.
drum as well. Let me tell people ulikuwa drummist.
Wow.
You used to drum. Maybe we need to go back to that.
Yeah, there's a lot that people don't know. Like, yeah, there's that whole drumming, percussion side. I play violin right now.
You're talented.
Yeah.
How is it important for an artist to learn all those instruments?
Depth
is it key?
It is depth of creation. Like basically, if you only exist in this room, you can only know life from the perspective of this room.
Yeah.
So now, like knowing how to play, say, bass and keys, and then add a guitar hapo. So bass is groove. Bass ndo inakufanyanga utake kudance, kujam. So you could be a good singer, but you don't know how to get to write a song that has groove. So now, like learning instruments gives you that. You see? Yeah.
Wow. Earlier on, I've played for you a collabo. You featuring Jerai, I Choose You.
Yes.
What is the inspiration behind that song and that name, I Choose You?
Chani kuambia in Nairobi. Trust nobody, suspect everybody.
Focus on yourself.
Focus. Eye on the prize. Kings, eye on the prize. Eye on the prize. So basically, the song was written at a time yenye I was with somebody who wanted more than I could give them on a surface level. Levels of commitment that I could not commit. And aliendo alikuwa nataka kukuwa chosen, and I couldn't give them that. So it was like a very painful experience, because it's one of those ones that nothing is wrong. It's just this one thing that I really can't give you, man. So Anna tell me that we gonna kill this thing because I can't give you this one thing.
So right person, wrong time.
Yeah, right person, wrong time.
Yeah.
Why is it hard for...
I'm a wrong person, right time. Quite.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Why is it hard for artists to commit? We've seen celebrities. Even I've asked you earlier on dating a celebrity in kazi.
Don't joke.
Let me tell you. Iruni madi. Yes. But I think it's hard for you guys to settle down, because you already got the attention from multiple people. So if I'm finding a safe space in Atieno, I'm also finding good meals from Akinyi, I'm also finding good finances from Wambui. Why would you even settle down, Kijana? Why would I even do that? Like, if I'm being quite honest, I'm getting everything from everyone.
That's a good question.
There's that. There's that. And two, I think craft yetu ni very selfish. Very selfish. There are days when I was dating and a girl wanted us to go out, wanted us to do 1, 2, 3, wanted us to, all these things, quality time, yada yada yada, hizo vitu hizo. And manze, work keeps on coming up every time. And women don't like a man who goes against his word.
Who is busy.
And I'm gonna prioritize my work whether I like it or not. Yeah, whether you like it or not, man.
Yeah.
And hapo ndio inakuanga kizungumkuti. Everyone wants an artist from afar. Karibia ndio ujue.
Natuwezi kula mapenzi.
Manze.
Natuwezi pia lala bila mapenzi. All right, we're coming back with more in regards to Now enjoy Ochiko right now playing on Baze Radio. .co.ke. Sina mengi. Yes, sherehe siku zote haitaki pressure, inataka pesa. That's Yaba featuring major exclusive on Baze Radio .co.ke. If you're tuning in right now, I'm being joined by superstar Ochiko himself. By the way, if you don't know, Salt and Water is now available globally. I'm talking about you can stream the album everywhere, anywhere, anytime, any streaming platforms.
Yes, sir.
Welcome on Spotify, Boomplay, name them all. It's all available. What is it one thing you want your listeners to pick from this album? Is there something special?
This music is very audacious, it's very daring, it's very shameless. Go for what you want. You want that person, go for them. If you want if you're gonna go out and have a good time, let's not go out and you're seated there and guys are trying to have a good time and you're turning our bash down, you know.
Rudi home.
Alafu
unapata msee ametulia chini ya dance na hajachanga. Wewe uende tu unatusumbua.
Una dance yako kwa kiti na unataka kusimama. Be audacious.
Atukudai.
Yeah, so it's 100 or nothing. That's what the EP is fully about.
Is there a specific song from the EP that means so much to you?
I'm gonna say the whole EP, man, because they were all written in very vulnerable spaces. Even hizo zenye zina sound upbeat, ziko na parts of it which are very like, you know, very personal. So they were selected because of their specialities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ateno, do you know that Ochiko is very good when it comes to live performance? Have you ever attended one?
Not even listening party or anything. I feel like for you think I've known Ochiko last week. But I've known Ochiko like my entire teenagehood. Like we've been in the same church. Pasi anafaa tu ni sahi. But tunaweza fukuzwa juu kuna nywele, mimi niko na tattoo. So hatuwezi enda. So tumetua masikio, mapua, double piercing. But he's actually a very talented guy. You guys know him as Ochiko. I know him as Troy. Yeah. Wanaona nita Tino and nita Stacy. So these are people that I've actually grown up with. And I felt really amazing seeing him last week at Alloy because I was like, unafanya nini hapa? Kana mimi ndio Ochiko. I'm like, you're lying. I had to rush to my studio account and say it feels really nice. People that you kind of struggle with, they are making it and you get to interview them. Msee ina feel fiti sana. Like mnaomoka wote.
It's amazing see what talking about blog. But now talking about Ochiko, you know there's always those challenges when you are trying to break through to the industry. Some of the biggest challenges you've gone through, you've overcome. Let
me talk about a very big challenge with this project. I had like some very major guys from the industry try to sabotage it.
No way.
I'm not even kidding. Like by the way, right now when I see this project, like we are not even a week old and it's doing the very most. Niliwatumia kwa DM zao endeni muone hii EP imetoka. You know, because it's very crazy to imagine that someone who's only been in the industry for a very short while and like just that the growth is happening at a very fast pace. Why do you feel intimidated enough to want to, you know, sabotage kazi yenye ni safi, and it would probably give you more business if it had your name on it?
Do you mean artists are sabotaging you?
No, not artists. This project was done with a couple producers before it sounds the way it does, and the producers then waliamua hii kazi haitoki, enda home where siku tutataka kutoa hii mziki tutakushow.
Why?
That's what we don't know. It's this thing was almost going to court. That's when we had to like just sit down and talk about it.
Adriana, what do you think about this? Our artists are not getting enough support
from the OGs.
Yes, gatekeepers, I don't know.
Well, I think that goes on everywhere, kiddo. It's not about artists. Even me as a journalist myself, we have situations where the OGs are trying to sabotage you. And the reason as to why I feel like it's because they see something that you cannot see. Because they end up saying an elder person can see from afar while seated compared to a young person while standing. So if they see kuna a talent mahali, they'll try hard to sabotage it. And I feel like that's what happened with Ochiko. But kama Mungu ashaandika, nana tapinga.
100%. Now, you know,
tumeni sadaka kwa 0746347324.
Davido tengeneze till number.
Tafadhali.
Mafans wako natunulia lunch. You saying something?
Yeah, you know the way in nature it's either you evolve or die. Na if you're getting old and you're realizing that hii kazi yako is becoming redundant, if you cannot work with the new generation artists, please step aside. You'll retire when you have so much honor. Hii kujaribu mess around na, you know, just this new generation of artists. We don't really care how much you have, what you've done. We are gonna put you out there, you know, because at the end of the day, Kenya needs to export our work. Wewe unaturudisha nyuma by imagining that you're the one who's supposed to be the flag bearer and you're not.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Do you have a flag bearer in the industry?
Bien.
I want to say Bien, actually, yeah.
Alone?
No, not Bien alone. They're because now I want to say Bien from the like Afro pop, like or pop commercial side of things. But the industry is wide. We have flag bearers who are read management, agency.
Yeah.
You know, like it's very wide. You know, guys who are doing like major gigs and making sure that wasanii wanalipwa poa, wanatreatiwa poa in shows. Those are the guys who are like, you know, just making sure that KE content is at the very top. And you guys giving artist opportunities, you know. Muongeze mshahara, you know, mtipiwe.
Thank you. Unasikia?
Support Baze Radio.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Nita Ochiko featuring Stacy Kamatu up next for you. Keep it Baze Radio.co.ke.
Nita, baby Nita, kupenda leo na kesho. Nita, kupenda na sitaenda. Nita, tenda ninavyosema. Nita, baby Nita, baby Nita.
What a vocal, Ochiko Nita featuring Stacy. Come on to exclusive on Baze Radio to see the Atieno. Your vocal, don't try it at home.
I'm not gonna try it. Ushaika chini ukajiuliza vile uko talented. Una talent.
Talent yako ni gani?
Sina. You know, at times nasikizanga like artists, like people singing like this. I'm like, hold on. When God was giving people talents, where was I? Alafu nakumkamali nilipewa talanta, nimebeba huku nyuma. Talanta ni talanta.
Guys, before I play the next song, Ochikore, you're featuring Fancy Finger. How was it for you to work with Fancy Finger? It's Fancy Fingers.
Yeah, Fancy Fingers.
Fancy is a genius, by the way. Like the way he creates, I don't think I have seen people who create like that. From the sense of, you know, he wasn't born singing, but he has perfect pitch, which is quite crazy. You know, I even don't have perfect pitch. He has perfect pitch. So the way he directs and interprets music is so cool, because kenye Fancy anafanya na mimi na art yangu ni vitu sikuwa nadhani ni possible. Like I unlock levels that I didn't even realize, oh, I could sound like that. Yeah. I could do that. So and ameni open up to like a very international sound. Okay. Like Ochikore export quality yake is so good. Because now like it ilipenya to SA before it penyad here, which is quite crazy. Like when it was released, it was big uko kwanza, then guys started listening to it here. And I think it's the sonics and his input in it. It's a good song, yes, but you know, just the experience of 20 years, bruv, that's not a joke. Yeah.
As well, I want to hear from you now. What next after Soul on Water EP?
We're fully booked for Valentine's.
Pole.
13th tuko Cavalli, 14th tuko Ballpoint Village Market, 15th tuko Embe Creatives, 16th tuko Alchemist. Yes.
If someone wants to get a piece of advice from you,
yeah,
what is one thing you'll share with an upcoming artist?
First of all, don't be naive. Kila mtu ako job hapa. If you don't know how the industry works, you're gonna get taken advantage of in the name of exposure and learning and experience and probational periods. So learn your craft, learn how the business works. That's one. Two, just move with people who have pure intentions. Weka Mungu mbele, chase your paper. Yeah, everything else comes after.
Atena, you have some question?
A question, I'm advice as an artist.
Yeah.
Maybe naimba na mjuu. Maybe I'm that Stacy Kamatu when you
know.
I don't even know. But I don't think I have any questions. My thing is, should we look forward to other live like performances?
Definitely. After listening party, manzi, I've gotten so many questions about doing my own live experience.
Yeah.
So we're in the process of just curating that and putting that together. I was very lucky to be seated with some of Stacey's bosses on the listening party, and we're having very interesting conversations to put very beautiful experiences for people throughout this year. So watch out for very top tier experiences. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. Any final message to your fans before we wrap up?
Continue streaming the music, toke any shows, pay for those tickets. You know, listen to the interviews, engage with us on social media. This is what, you know, like at the end of the day, when I'm getting a contract with the guys from agency, these are the guys, those are the type of things that they're going to look at. You know, like I sold tickets, sawa. Guys came for the show, sawa. Retention yako on socials inakaje. So yeah, like proper engagement, makes sure that your favorite artist eats.
Wow. Amazing. That was one and only Ochiko exclusive on bazeradio.co.ke. Make sure you stream, you know, Salt and Water EP now available across all digital streaming platform. But for now, I want to play for you one of my favorite, Ochiko featuring Fancy Finger, Ochiko exclusive on bazeradio.co.ke.
This is Baze Radio.
We are 254 to the core.